Apologize for being a little bit tardy for those live viewers. I'll make it up to you. Here's my screen. Look at this. You know what? Let me finish this. TradeGATEHub, sponsored by Tradeview Markets. Get to know it. The reason why TradeGATEHub is free because the behemoth Tradeview Markets is. Poke around the site. It's a family office. I'm one of the first people here, almost here, basically 20 years as Bitcoin goes lower. And proud to be a part of it. Okay, so sign into TradeGATEHub. Thank you for the team all week. Coach on a Friday. Giving a video for those, again, one of the top 3 amenities of TradeGATEHub, one being free. Hey, you know what? A targetable one being free. We have people that would pay for the service. Is not that is number 2, our YouTube channel, which basically is a video video dossier of what we do and what we believe in here. Gap stores breaking higher. How you doing? All right, go there, watch Coach's video in the morning. Red YouTube channel, like I said. Probably earning 100 views already. It's not even been done for an hour. 112 views. Coach and I got 305 views. Quality views, as you know, yesterday, and I'm proud of that. Good job, Coach. Like nowhere near the 3,300 views got with that Market Sniper guest. Great guy, too. Great name, Market Sniper. It's like Coach. He's so confident that he can call himself the Market Sniper. Coach is so confident he can call himself Coach. I'm not talking about the one from Cheers either. Let's go. All right, so ECG. All right, so what do we have here? Let me get the, you know what? So much is going on. All right, Hewlett Packard. All right, now I'm focused. Hewlett Packard yesterday was the big winner on the day, and I said when I was walking Tony Pistachio, was Hewlett Packard more of a short or long, or was CRM more of a short? Well, CRM turned out to have more damage being done to the overall market as Hewlett Packard had benefits, if you will, as I pause this. Make sure I'm on the right screen. All right, so there's the bottom. You know what's happening. Again, I'll go to my screen. You could see they're taking up garbage. All right, Target, Gap Stores is not really garbage. Kohl's yesterday was down $8. Lebu's hanging in there, but as Coach was preaching, not preaching. Preaching is a non-professional. Let's look at Amazon. Led the way. Great call out, Coach. Amazon. And you know what? I have a couple of things to say. Apple was going down every day at the market was going up. So don't be looking, it's possible to find a lot of strength in maybe strength in a sector where there's a lot of other weak stocks. So, you know what I mean? Amazon breaking down these moving averages and coming into gaps, basically an RSI there, I don't know if anybody's looking for the dip to buy. I think it's more rally to either get out. I'm not saying necessarily short, but Microsoft was down 12 yesterday with Krem on the back of it. There's Microsoft doing the same, similar to Amazon. Right, but they're taking up other stocks. Burke, they're taking up things that work. Taking up Birkenstocks. I love them. They were laughing at me 20 years ago. I was walking around in Boca Raton, Florida. Burke hanging in there. Hims taking more calls. Fine. And stocks that had an original damage to them are starting to resume to the downside. NTNX, for example. Coach and I pointed this out. It was either Tuesday or Friday yesterday about how it gave back all of, I believe it was February, long-term chart of NTNX. There's the daily on NTNX. So obviously it had a scar there. And once it broke yesterday's low or the other day's low, which was yesterday's low, I believe, shorted. That's it. You know what I mean? 57 to 54. Much like Hood was a buy yesterday through the highs. You got to be aware of these things. So another one, Jwin, hell of a recovery. Look at Jwin. And the reason why Jwin recovered after earnings is, one, it's heavily shorted. Number 2, it never broke the moving average. It's not like you're trying to buy something else, but Jwin range, 20 to 22 and basically 30. Going on the back of every other retailer. I know there's a lot of other things going in the market. I know there are sexier trades, but when stocks like this do this, what's the difference what they are? They're retailers, they could be chip stocks. What else? Gap Stores, as I said, reported well. Look at there. And by the way, Gap Stores isn't shorted. That short squeeze was already here. This is more fundamentally based from this. New CEO is kind of a big move. All right, what else do we look at? GTLB, another one getting destroyed. Not even I would think about buying these things. Another good short. I had VST overnight. Was a VRT? I had VRT overnight. Fact. I think I covered at 98. I had that short, made good money. My last cover was 94. I had Vert overnight, and I should. because when you saw TVH, I said, well, I don't necessarily was a short, but it was a sell. And MU led the way. Well, actually, Marvell Technologies. Marvell was 76 pre-market, like 952. I'll show where I shorted it. I couldn't believe it. I didn't short enough. Let's go pre-market time. I didn't short enough because I was skeptical of the price action. But here, right here, there's the short. 76.56. I put a bit to cover in 74.10. I made $2.80. By the way, I made the hard money. Should have left the lower bid. But you know what? I made a schnitzel. Took some things off Marvell in play, and that's the reason why the other semis apparently down. MU, you know what? That's the one everybody considers to buy. Asan, I took this into numbers last night as a lotto. I sold it at 14.82 last night. I couldn't believe it. It actually got up to 15.40. I missed it. You can't trade them all. That was a good fade one day wonder. Because you know what? Its brother, Path, did the same thing. There's Path. I wouldn't even consider this. All right, Astro Gumbo, you got it? How about ZS reported earnings? It was $27 today, right? There you go. Once it went below it did fact. And that's considering after what Net did yesterday. Look at Net. So Zscaler, there was the fade. And it did fade all morning. 184 to 166. Zscaler, got to be aware. Let's go back to 930. Astro Gumbo. Astro, give me a question here. Come on. I appreciate you signing up. I know you're in the US. Foot Locker, range yesterday. Real onto 1 minute. Foot Locker. I'm bringing up retailers, but they're moving. Foot Locker, 29 to freaking 25 strike price. I probably should have bought some Foot Locker at the 25 strike price. Do I think it's going back to 29? Maybe. It takes time, but that was a good place to try it. Those also had the 200 days of cushion. Like I got. What else? Amber. That was probably a fade. Yeah, Amber. Kava, out of stock on the board. All right, gave a little bit back. After earnings, Kava was 74, bounced to 97, gave back $6. Why is something going on here? Good. Thought something was up. Dell, also a catalyst. The darling. It was almost like there's Dell. Penthouse to the poorhouse. You go on a Carnival cruise line and you're buying everybody drinks around the thing, even though they're free. If I would do, I'd be pocketing the money. Dell, you go away. What is this? Like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 139. You're with your wife, you're all rejuvenated. You come back home, you get a margin call and a bar tab. But it is at the 50-day at 132. All right. Any questions? There's a lot. So many things that have range. The VIX is not really doing. Chewy. All right. Chewy give a little bit back. Yeah. Yeah. Did Wolf give it? The dog Wolf most give back. Still there. People that I don't know what it's going to do. It's not this. I'm not really salivating to buy Wolf. Am I looking to buy Wolf or am I looking to buy Microsoft? What's the difference? Price action, Trump sentiment, right? Weekend movers. Nothing really. Coach probably had something to say about all the commodities and what the PCE came in this morning. My situation, as you heard from yesterday, VIP Apple lows, AMD lows, SMCI, is that no PCE for Mike V. As evident by the board. There's always the things to do. I get it. PCE might have been a catalyst for some of these other stocks to be sold because economic numbers usually increase liquidity. AI, another one. It worked. AI, there it is. Not a one-day wonder. Held the 200-day. Went right back to 27. Now probably going to 30. That held. Why didn't Hewlett Packard hold? Obviously, it's because of maybe Marvell and the other ones. But AI held. Hewlett Packard didn't. What happens? What else? Let me finish. What am I doing going into the weekend? That's very important. Not sure yet, but I'm going to be ready. US dollars, US highs, US dollars highs almost a right. Upstart. I came in long Upstart. Sold it. Thought I had a home run with Upstart. Actually sold it okay. Upstart. It was looking sexy for a moment, but I did come in Upstart. I think it came in like 6,000 or something like that. Sold it well. Sold, wait, I came along it from 2 minute. Bought it yesterday nicely in the dipper, 24.05. I think I sold 3,000 at like 24.73. Got good prices, 25.28, 25.15. I think it was 25.50. No. But I come back, I take Tony, for the proverbial walk. I'm sitting at 23.80 from 25.50. You know what I mean? Good trader though. You know what? I don't care what it is. It held where it should right here. Maybe it's not over. Let's look at the 10 minute. Coach will laugh at me. I'm looking at the 2 minute. He's right. Oh, Donnie Trump. I took my eye off this one. The former president, the former president, hopefully president again. I'm sorry, political view. I'm Catholic and Republican. Let's put it out there. Donnie Trump. Missed it. Look at the move on Donnie. They suppressed it in the morning. Actually, it was up at 54. Then it went to 47. It's going to be a weekend situation, Donnie Trump. Not for me, though. It's active. Any questions? Lewis, H, McDougal, the crew, Coach, new share. I'm not going to go into option flow now. It is the end of the month, but I was thinking just as I got out of the shower the second time. It's the end of the month, but it's not the end of the quarter. I think maybe option expiration or these zero DT options will have more movement than maybe the end of the month. I mean, you want to buy Microsoft at the end of the month, you probably have till the end of the quarter next month. Where's my Nike? That hurt me. Didn't it hurt me? I'm not in. Listen, I bought a bunch of it yesterday. It hurt me. And for the long haul. No, it isn't. Gonna add to that. Nike going higher with or without you. I like it. How could I not like it? The only problem I don't like it is everybody has them. And when I consider buying new ones, you know what I mean? I'm 52 years old. It's like the reversion to the mean with me, whatever that saying is. You know what I mean? I was cool one time, but now I'm kind of a short when it comes to this CSL, MD, VFC. I'm in the fund. One day, look at the VFC, and everybody knows it's taking calls still. VFC. From the poorhouse to the penthouse. 11 to 1380. How did it do this? It's got move in it too. Obviously, it's because of Gap stores. Oh, where's Ralph? Ralph. They're taking Ralph back up. Ralph Lauren. They're taking Phillips Van Heusen back up. Let's look at the ones that were strong initially. AEO. Strong. It had earnings the other day too. AEO is finished. Different. And I have an AEO shirt. Fact. But not with a symbol on it. Hewlett Packard, is it going to dip? Is it dip? Oh, look at this thing. My God. What a get back. Maybe Warren Buffett is unloading it. If I was going to consider Hewlett, there's the weekly. That's the daily. Let's go to a monthly. When you're looking for support, well, actually not support, bullish support on a monthly. Hewlett Packard, where's the sweet spot? All this range here with the volume. Probably 32.5 on Hewlett. I think about it. Coach probably has better situations. Coach would say it's going to 28. Could be right. I don't put words in his mouth, but Coach actually, when he says those ranges, keeps me in my winners longer because I don't micromanage. I'm sitting at this thing. You look at every tick. I started from being a day trader. Hewlett Packard 32.5. That's a nice strike price. AI holding up well. The family's telling me AI holding up well. AI is holding. It probably goes to 30, whatever. All right, let's go to my Twitter feed. I'm not going to do any option flow now. Let's see what everybody's chirping about. If I have any questions. MG popping along with Caesar. I was short MGM for a while. But you know what? If I went on the cruise too, like the other guy that's freaking MGM. I rode this well short. I did. It was great relative strength, even in the channel. So Uncle Carl takes something in Caesars. I mean, the other go, Penn was strong in the morning to begin with, by the way, even before the Caesars news. So Penn's making a move on volume above the, that's what they're doing. So Penn's making a move kind of like what? I don't know, like Coles would, no, not Coles. Penn's making a move. I hate that stock. Portnoy. Don't, you know what? I shouldn't say that. He actually bought it good and sold it good, so put my ego aside. Pager duty is a one-day wonder. I'm not sure. Oh, pager duty. And it's just not because my nephew. Pager duty, 21 and 1940. Where did I want to fade yesterday again? Oh, Zim, the shippers. Let's leave it with this because that's the most relative strength, and those look best in my opinion. Zim also heavily shorted. Good fade 2350. There's the chart on Zim. Shippers weekly. Let's look at Fro. A little Fro had earnings today. You know what I mean? It's stock picking at this point, like I always say, hedge funds continue to be, net short individual stocks, which is why you're seeing binary moves in binary sectors and even binary moves in individual stocks. Some are continuing, some are not. Hence, Hewlett Packard versus something like an AI. So I'll leave it with that. Everything that sticks into my head on a Friday afternoon goes back to fundamentals, because in TGH you're not going to be short of ideas of financial instruments to trade or anything like that. Rolls down to coach's lesson. That's why what got us here is discipline and fundamentals. You may not have a chance to make your Friday but you probably have a better chance of losing it. A lot to do next week going in here. And you know what? There are a lot of inside days on stocks, which will give you good trading opportunities. Markets are relevant to me. I didn't want to sound so egregious or irresponsible in saying PCE, nothing for me. Coach said I knew I'd say that. It didn't mean I just welcome the volatility. As you said, it's a board, it's a selective board. I didn't see a sea of green or have a sea of red that would make me be lopsided. Yes, I'm going to have winners and losers because I'm always mixed, but hopefully the VIX pop a little bit. Things make more sense going into the weekend, and I'll do what I always do, and that's go with stocks with volume, range, price action, and option flow. All right, so Mike V, was a pleasure with the videos. Always, it is an honor. I'll try to do better the next time. Those that missed us, go to the Red YouTube channel, know what a little bit we're about, so we can be prepared and have a plan going into next week. Cheers, Mike V.